Hello, it's Tom from Black Toe Studio again, and we have a Red Scorpion update here. I actually have just finished painting something to add to the army, which I will go into in a minute. However, as per one of our stream chats, I have decided to go through all my armies and sort of just do a little state of play with them and what the plans are, just to get everything kind of rebooted and back on track. It's been quite a long time since I've had the Red Scorpions out, if I'm totally honest. I mean, from a point of view of rules and stuff, they're in a little bit of a strange place because obviously they had some suggestions on how to play them in the latest Imperial Armour Compendium, which basically says they should be Ultramarines, which, well, fair enough, not my ideal choice, but I will possibly play them that way, or I might just make them a custom rule set as per the Space Marine rules and stuff. Obviously, when I originally conceived making this army, quite a few things had changed. So I thought I'd just go through what we've got here. So I think the main bit here actually is the troops. So as you can see here, obviously I did a load of scouts for this army, which I did actually quite enjoy doing, and I think they came out quite nicely. However, they are now all elites. And not very good elites as well, from what I gather and how I kind of think I would be using them. So I suppose the sad thing about that is I don't know how many maybe competitive games I wouldn't play them a lot. However, you know, I still kind of want to use them, but there's a lot of points tied up there in elites now, considering that a lot of my other parts of the army are also elites. The other thing was, I mean, this change happened quite a while ago, but I just sort of played around it just for an aesthetic reason. So the sergeants in my squads all were apothecary painted, because essentially in the original old Forge-Rolled rules, you basically upgraded the sergeant to an apothecary and it gave the squad a feel no pain kind of built into it. However, now obviously apothecaries are now elite choices. So again, that really overloads my elites for this army quite a bit. But, you know, we will adapt and overcome. So I think what I'm actually going to end up doing in this particular scenario is the two sergeants I've got here. I'm going to get two new Marines painted up to fit the squad colours there, and just turn them into two tactical squads, and then have those actually run as apothecaries, because actually I think that would be quite nice, because coupling the two I have there, I also have another two standard apothecaries. I've got one Primaris and one normal, sorry. But I think that would work quite nicely, just having them actually all on foot, and it kind of fits the way I always envisaged this army to work, because I really liked the idea that they were quite a durable and quite a, I suppose I think they're a bit purity-obsessed army, really, from GNC point of view. So I think I would like to kind of get them all running with legitimate apothecaries. HQ-wise, there's a few other changes that happened, actually. Obviously, the Terminator Cullen is no longer viable in competitive play, so he's been legend-fied, so he's gone. But obviously, I think it's still quite a nice model. He's just down there, as you can see. So I may just use him as a Terminator Captain and just play with the normal rules there, or as Terminator Sergeant, something like that. He stands out nicely for a Red Scorpion, so I'm not too worried about that. Because now the main leader here is obviously Cullen is now in his Dreadnought form as a Redemptor, and I'm really looking forward to hopefully using him a bit more solidly, because actually, in my opinion, Dreadnoughts are pretty good right now, especially with their damage reductions and things like that. And considering I have another 4 Dreadnoughts in this army, I have a Redemptor, which is arguably quite a good Dreadnought now, and then I have 3 Contemptors, which are probably arguably a little bit worse than they used to be, from what I've been reading and the games I've played. So we'll have to see if we can adjust. We may adjust that a little bit. However, the main point of this video is I've actually just finished a new unit for the army, which is something I've had sitting around for a while. I'm just going to bring it over. Here we are. We have a Whirlwind Scorpius. I thought the name fitted the Scorpions quite well, and I just finished this today, and I thought I'd do that as part of this update video. So as you can see here, it's all in its nice colours. I managed to, because I've still had some of the brass etchings knocking about, I was able to use them to kind of pimp it to the Scorpion colour scheme. As you can see, I've got a nice one on the back there, because there was not an awful lot of flat spacing on this model, really, and with the doors in a split kind of configuration, I couldn't really cover them up, because I don't think it would look right unless I cut the icon up, which I didn't want to do, because obviously they're in short supply now because they're no longer produced at Forge World, and the third-party ones, well, good. They're not quite the same looking, so I don't know kind of how many more things like that I'll be able to add without either freehanding it or getting some made, I suppose. I mean, there's lots of options out there nowadays to get things like that made, so I'm not overly bothered, I suppose. I think the main thing that I'm going to be short on at the moment is if I want to carry on with the standard marine aesthetic, I need to get some more Mark IV marines, because that's what I basically made all of the tactical marines out, and also my devastators over here. However, I think what I'm actually going to end up doing is heading a bit more down the Primaris route. So I think I'm going to get another couple of squads of intercessors and kit them out to become my main troop choices, and I'm actually going to turn the tactical marines here to basically fill out some slightly larger devastator squads, because obviously over here I have well, what I did was I made up four las cannons, 4 missile launchers, and then essentially when obviously the scouts were troops, I used to make them the troop choices, and then used to rob some of the tactical marines from over here to fill out the devastator squads. So I'll probably end up doing something similar to that. We'll see. Let's go for some other changes here. Obviously, Aggressors had quite a few changes done to them. So I mean, I've got 6 of them. I've got 3 of the bolter ones and 3 of the flamer ones. I probably will end up still using them. I still quite like them personally. I mean, for a fun game, I don't see any problem running them, and I think they actually look quite cool still personally. We also had, obviously, I think it was the Honor Guard that used to come with Severin, is now, obviously, I think they are now individual elite choices, probably as champions rather than Honor Guard now. It's a shame. I mean, I could use them as veterans, I suppose. It's another option. And obviously, this chap here is now a banner bearer for them now, and he'll be a standalone model, because it used to be they came as like an Honor Guard upgrade to Severin over here, which I quite liked. That's one of the reasons I actually purchased him, because they all came as one kit, which is even better. But we got we got a pretty good army here still, in my opinion. It just needs a bit of tweaking to sort of fit in with the current setup of the Space Marine Codex. So additions wise, I don't know how quickly I'm going to have any more videos out for these guys. These are going to be because I'm doing one now, they'll go to the back of the queue, so to speak. So I'm trying to work through each of my armies in turn, do something for them, and then come back to the beginning and then work my way back through again. However, I believe my next choice for these will be intercessors, just to fill out some more troop choices. Whether I get some heavy intercessors or not, I don't know. I may do. And obviously we've still got the Land Raider over here, which I still quite like this version of it. Points wise, probably not going to be efficient at all, but still fun. So yeah, and HQ wise, I feel I'm pretty well stocked in that department. We've got a librarian, we've got Severin, we've got a Terminator, we've got a Gravas captain, we've got a standard Primaris captain, and we've got a lieutenant back there. I may do another lieutenant up, possibly, yeah. So ultimately, that's where we are with the Red Scorpions, and this is obviously the new edition here, which I'm just going to turn again so you can have a quick look at it all the way around. And that's the Whirlwind Scorpius. So that was, in my opinion, a nice little addition to this army, and hopefully keeping it to its kind of a theme, and because I quite like some of the artillery pieces that I'm going to add to this eventually. So that's that. So thank you very much for watching, and if you have any suggestions on how I can alter the Red Scorpions a bit to sort of move along in kind of the new setup and rules and things like that, please feel free to leave a comment and let us know also what you think about the army. So thanks for watching. This is Tom from Black Toad Studio, and I will see you soon.